everyone, my name's Danielle and welcome to another episode of Board Game Bakes. This week we're going to focus on Arch Ravels, which was generously provided by XYZ Game Lab. In the game you have different yarns that you use to knit projects and then you're able to sell them to get points. We're going to focus on the cute little Snugglesaurus. Very cute, and you've seen a lot of different places on the game. So we're going to make not small cake balls but giant cake balls. We're going to use a lot of leftover cake, mix with icing, and make huge balls that we're going to cover with fondant to look like a ball of yarn, and then we'll make our cute little mascot to go on top. Here we go! Time to get epic. We're going to make a huge cake ball. Take either a cooled fresh cake or leftover cake pieces and put them in a food processor. Whenever I shape or level my cakes, I keep the extra bits and freeze them for moments like this. So my freezer has a lot more space now, as you can see. You'll probably have to do batches in the food processor. Dump out the crumbled bits into a large bowl and load up the food processor again. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a stand mixer or your hands to crumble it too. Next step is to mix in just enough frosting to make it have a cookie dough consistency. I tried a hot chocolate frosting recipe, but it was oddly gritty. You can choose to make a homemade buttercream or just buy a thing of frosting from the store. Use your fingers to incorporate the frosting, so be ready to get messy. Since we want a large sphere, I loaded half of the vanilla cake ball with the one bowl, and then the other half went to the other side. And then you press the two halves together. So surprisingly, this huge amount of cake just made this one big ball. Now we have a giant cake ball. I had chocolate too, so I made a smaller chocolate ball as a friend to the bigger one. Wrap the balls in plastic wrap and store in something round so they chill and keep their shape in the fridge. Now to work on decorations. In the game, one of the projects is a Snugglesaurus. He appears as a card in the rules and on the box, so it seems like the natural mascot. I got the thickest jewelry wire that I could find at the craft store and used it to form a skeleton for the dinosaur. Next, mold some light green fondant around wire to get your cute dinosaur. However, you can't have a knitting game dinosaur without a sweater. Use blue, red, yellow, and purple fondant to give him a cute sweater. Once the Snugglesaurus, that just sounds like a fun creature that I make with my kids, has dried, use edible markers to add a smile and details to the sweater. So cute. Just don't try to eat him. Hey, while you're here, you should hit subscribe to get new videos every Tuesday at 12 p.m. EST. Thanks! Now for the tedious but satisfying part, making all the yarn fondant strands to cover your cake balls. You could cover the cake with a layer of icing or fondant, however the cake ball is moist enough to let the fondant stick, and I didn't see a need to add some extra sugar. This is a fancy tool we're going to use. I'll put the link below. I saw this on a cooking show and remembered all my failed attempts to make even fondant tubes. It was an easy decision. So we're going to use this to make things a lot easier. It comes with a 3-leaf clover shaped insert, and when you twist it, the fondant gets a nice yarn effect. Take your fondant and insert a little into the cylinder of the tool, then twist and twist and twist and twist and twist, then do it again and again and again. When you roll yarn balls, there's usually chunks in one direction and then you switch directions to give it a spherical shape. So we're going to try and create the same effect on our cake ball. You can use your finger to dab a little water where you are about to apply your fondant. You start on one side and loop over. Cut off the extra fondant and push any of the remaining pieces under the ball. Start with one diagonal across the top, then do another one that goes around the middle, and do another row across the top to make an X shape. You could choose to keep going in random directions like this to cover up your cake ball, however that would make it very bulky and have a lot of fondant. Instead, you could create the illusion of lower layers by doing rows of fondant between your X you created. There are a total of 8 sections to fill in. Have you ever knitted or crocheted? My biggest project was a 6-foot-long blanket that I made as a wedding present for my husband. I'm not super fast, and it was big, so each row took 20 minutes. I worked a long time with that blanket. Once you filled in your holes, you finish the big ball. For the smaller ball, repeat the same process with a different color so you have 2 different colored yarn balls. Now you put your cute little Snugglesaurus on top, and voila, it's complete! Perfect for playing Arch Ravels or for any of your knitting friends. Thanks for watching another episode of Board Game Bakes. I hope you liked seeing our humongous cake ball. That thing was really heavy. I hope you enjoyed the process and seeing the yarn come together, And if you have any knitting friends, make sure you let them know about this video and let them know about Arch Ravels, because it's fun just in general as a board game, but it would be even more fun to have that knitting background as well. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever had any really cool knitting projects, or if you haven't knitted, what has someone given you that was really cool? Keep playing games and keep them sweet. Bye!